Hey guys, welcome back to this new video, and in this video let's learn about strings in Python. Strings are a type of data which can be stored in a variable. So let's create a string. Name code nope. I have written a simple string. Okay, let's keep it as one string. Okay, so let's see some of the functions and some of the built-in methods for strings. Okay, the first method is the first function is len, to find the length of the string. Len of name, this will provide the length of the string that we have initialized to name variable. Okay, so to see this we have to print this, print len of name. So this is a common function, so you can see the violet color. This is also violet color, so this is a keyword and this can be used for calculating the length of the given data type. Okay, so basically here we are using string. So for to know the length of the string we can use this. If I run this, you will see 4 because CODE. Let's say we are giving code nope, so it will provide 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the space is also a string, like whatever within this quotes is called a string. Okay, it's a single string. Let's say if I'm run here, it will show 8, even though like we have only 7 characters, like 7 alphabet, but we are including the space also because it is also a string. If I backspace this, it will provide 7. So this is how we use len function to find the length of the string in Python. Now let's learn another method. Okay, so there is a plus operator, okay, like addition operator, which is called as concatenation in strings. So let's say we want to combine two strings. Okay, let me print. Okay, we can give the second string here itself, I love. If I give plus operator here and name, okay, like this, if I give plus, it will just add it together, like because these are two strings, so strings can be added together like this. Okay, I love code. Let me give a space here. So if I give here like this, it will produce the same output. Okay, so this is how we concatenate strings together. Okay, if we have two strings, if we want to join together, we can use this addition operator, okay, as concatenation. This is called concatenation. Okay, so what if we give number? Okay, here instead of name, if I give number, it will throw an error because it will say can only concatenate string to string, not int. Okay, this is what it is saying. So we cannot combine string and int. Okay, so let's say if it's 3, but if we can multiply it, so if I give multiply, it will produce this output 3 times. It will basically works as a multiplication like this, I love, I love, I love. So int can be produced like combined with string like this. Okay, if you want something more times, let's say we want a line here like a hyphen, if I give 3 times, it will produce 3 times. So if I want 30 times, we can give 30 times. So we should use multiplication operator, right? Okay, but for addition operator it cannot work for string and int. Okay, for string and string it will work. So what if we give integer inside this? Let's say we are giving integer like 78 like that, and we are just adding it to 2. Okay, normally 78 plus 2 is 80, right? But here it is a string, it is not an integer because it's inside the codes, so it should be treated as string. So now we can get an output like 782 because it just added this together. It is just treating this as string. Everything within this codes will be treated as string and will be concatenated only, not added together. Okay, so if you are giving integer, it will produce 80, but if since we are giving string, so it will produce 782. So this is how the concatenation works. Okay, we can add symbols too. So all the symbols are strings. Okay, like this. What if we have to give the codes inside the codes? Okay, let's say we are having I love to code, but code should be in codes. Okay, like this, I'm having. Okay, this double quotes should be used here. Okay, so for that I can do one thing, which means like I can use single quotes for the string like this. It will work fine. If I run this, let me print this here. If I run this, you will know I love to code with the quotes. We have the double quotes inside the string. So the one way is using the single quotes like this. Okay, or else we can use the double single quotes inside this and use the double quotes outside the string. Okay, this is how we declare. Okay, so what if we want to write multiple lines of strings? Let's say we have triple quotes, which is used for commenting, which can be also be used for multiple line string. Okay, let's say, okay, if you run this, you can see this here. This is a multiple, even with the space. Okay, what if whatever we give, it will produce that output itself. So if I give a space after is, it will produce a space. Okay, so this is used for formatting. Okay, if I want a format to be like this, like the same format, let's say name, and I have a age like this. So if I give max and age is let's say 20, and I want something else, fill, and age should be 22. So if I run this, you will see the nice format here. Okay, so this can be used for nice formatting. Okay, so in order to give multi-line strings like this, you have to use triple quotes. Okay, so now you can use double quotes or single quotes inside this like this. So there is no problem. You can use single quotes or double quotes, whatever it is, it will print everything inside that string. See, we used double quotes and single quotes. Whatever we use, it will be used. So we can use this in for single line string also, so for multi-line string also. So this is how the strings work. Either we use single quotes or double quotes or triple double quotes for strings. Okay, let's see about indexing in a string. So let's erase this and let's have a simple code. I love to code. Okay, we have this. Okay, so these strings are indexed. Okay, indexed based on 0, starting from 0. Okay, what I meant is, so I have a address, like I have a name or a position, which is also called as index 0. Okay, if it is 0, the next character is 1, and the next character is 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 14, the index is last one. Okay, but if I print the length of it, let's say we are printing the length of it, it will provide 15. But I said 14th is the last character because it starts from 0. Okay, it's not starting from 1, but the length is 15, but the last index is 14. So what is index? So we will know here. Okay, if I print this, you will know. Name, we have to use the square bracket. Okay, like this square bracket, and if we provide that index, we will have that character as output. So let's say I am saying this as a 14, right? So if I give 14, we will have that exclamatory. See, you can see here the exclamatory. This exclamatory is the last character, we can say as 14th character in the name. Okay, if it's based on 0 index. Okay, so in programming, always it is 0 based. Okay, like in most programming, 90% of the programming languages uses 0 based index. Okay, which means everything starts from 0. So this is how we use indexing. Okay, let's say we want a first character. First character is this, not I. I is a 0th character and space is the first character. If I give 2, it provide L, because L is the second character. Okay, you can see here. So this is how the indexing works. So let's say we want L and asterisk like exclamatory to be concatenated like this. We can use like this. Okay, if I use like this, we will have like this, L and exclamatory. So this is how we use concatenation and indexing together to form some programming. Okay, let's say here we have a value and here we want a required value and we have to concatenate. We can use any number of times this indexing and we can combine that and provide the output like this. Okay, this is called indexing. That's it. So for indexing, there can be two values also, which is called as slicing. What if I don't want the one character only? I want this whole love thing, okay? I just want this whole love thing, these 4 characters. So for that, we have to provide 2 numbers, the starting index and the ending index. Let's say the starting index is 2, we know, like 0, 1 and 2. The L is 2, so I gave the 2 as here. And for splitting it, we have to use colon, not semicolon, it's colon. And the last index is, if this is 2 and this is 3, 4 and 5. 5 is the last character. If we give 5, it will provide LOV only. Okay, LOV. But we want E. Why it's not printing E? Because as I said, when in programming, it is all 0 based, and likewise in Python, it will not take the second character. It will not include the second character. It will stop up to 4, like -1. Okay, let's say if we want to give like this, we want to give 6 as this, because it will not include 6 and it will stop up to 5. It is 2 to 5. It will exclude the second character, like 2 to 6, but not including 6. That's what it means. Okay, but it will include the first character. Okay, like we are starting at 2 and it will include the 2 and the third and fourth and fifth character, but not 6th character, because we are giving. If we want 6th character also, we have to give 7 as the value. Okay, then only we can achieve that. So this is called slicing. So we have to give start index and end index. This is more like a range function. So in previous videos, I explained range, right? So we have to start from 0 and let's say we are having 10. Okay, so this is a start index and this is end index. This will print up to 9 only, not 10. So this is what I'm meaning here also. So it will provide from 2 to 6. That's it. But we are giving comma here and we are using colon here. This is a basic syntax you have to memorize. Yeah, you will learn when you practice. Yeah. So in range, we have steps, right? So if we give 2 steps, it will skip one number in between. Like it will print like 0, 2, 4, like that. If I print this, so we cannot directly print this. We have to convert this into list, as I said in previous videos. So if I print this now, you will see 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. Why it's splitted? Because we have a step character. Okay, the third parameter is step, and we provide an argument as 2, and we skipped one numbers. So in order to get the even numbers, we can use this like this. Okay, so for slicing also there is a step. So for that we have to use this only, and if I run this, like if I give 2, it will skip O and V. It will provide L and V like this, like O and E, it will provide L and V. You can see here. Okay, so this works similar to a range function only. The arguments that we are passing is same for the same meaning. Okay, but the separator is comma here, and here it is colon. Okay, here we are splitting. This is called string slicing, and here we are using range function to generate numbers. So this is what the difference is. So this is how we use string slicing. Okay, so here I want to say another thing. So we have the positive number, right? We have the negative indexing also. Negative indexing means -1, -2, -3, like that. Negative numbers. Okay, So it is only in Python, I think, like for now. In considering most popular languages, it is in Python. Okay. So negative indexing, nothing but it starts from this. Okay, it starts from 1 only, like because 0 is not a negative number, so it starts from -1 and it will go on like that. Okay, so -1, the character is this lost character. Okay, E is -2 and D is -3. So if I print -1, it will provide the lost character. If I run this, you will see exclamatory because this is the lost character. So if I want, so you don't have to count from start to get this character. Okay, to get this character, you don't want to count all these. Okay, the simple method is -1 using negative indexing. Okay, for getting the lost character, we can use like this also. Print name of len of name -1. So len of name is 15, right? So like if the whole character's length is 15, and 15 -1 will be the last index, right? So you can understand like this. Okay, so we want the 14th character. So if I run this, you can see the both characters are same because we are printing that only. Okay, so this is what string indexing means, and the negative indexing is this. Okay, for negative indexing also we can use this -1 to -5. Let's say we are printing like this, so it is providing nothing because we are starting from -1 and ending as -5, but we have to, since it's reverse, we have to use like this -5 to -1, like this. If I run this now, you can see code because -5 is this, I guess. No, it's C. So -5, -4, -3, -2, -1. That's it. So for -1, it is taking that character. No, it's not including that character here also. See, you cannot see the exclamatory. Since the exclamatory is the last character, it is not including that. Every time the second character, like the end index, should not be taken. Okay, it will be excluded. It will take up to -2 only. It will not include -1. But here it will include -5. So this is what you have to understand. So here also we can give the steps. If I give 2, so it will include C and D. It will not include O and E because it will skip that since we are giving 2. If we give 3, it will provide only one character, I guess. That is C. No, C and E because it is skipping these two characters in between, and it will step into directly into E. So this is how indexing works and slicing works. Okay, let's say we are giving 1. Okay, how it will work? 1 will not work. Okay, 1 will just increment 1 by 1, so it will not affect the program. Okay, it will provide the same output as without giving the step. Okay, let's say we are giving let's say we want to reverse the string. Okay, reverse a particular string. So for that we can use like this. I'm just providing the semicolons. Okay, we have to fill 3 values. So for reversing we have to use -1 only. Okay, because it will go reversely. Okay, let's say we have to start from the last character. Okay, the last character is 14, we know, or we can give -1 because -1 is the last character, right? So from -1 we have to up to travel to like -5. Okay, if I give -6, it will work because it will not take -5, right? So if I give like this, we can see the reverse version of this. We are starting from exclamatory and we are going to -6. -6 is this. So since we are traveling reverse, like we are starting from last to before the last, so we are giving -1. If I give 1, it will not work. It will just provide the space because there is no any character like that. It will not work. Okay, in order to get the reverse, we have to use -1. Okay, so this is how it works. So I have to explain string slicing. What if we give nothing? Like let's say we are just giving colon and here it's nothing. If we give nothing, it will start from beginning here. Okay, if we give nothing here, it will start, it will go to the end. Okay, so what I mean is, if I give 5 here, so here I'm not giving any value. Okay, let me comment out this for now. So at first I'm not giving any starting index, I'm giving just the ending index. Okay, so if I run this, it will start from last, like it will start from first to the 5th character. Okay, like the 4th character, because it's not including 5. Yeah, so what if, like, what happens is, if you are not giving anything, it will start from first, it will start from end. Okay, either it's a start end or the end. Okay, so if you are not giving here also, let's say here I'm giving 5 from 5th character to all the way to end. See, the 5th character is E and all the way to end. Okay, this is how it works. So if I didn't give two characters, it will provide the copy. I love to code like this. Okay, this is the copy of the string. Okay, so you are not seeing this string. Okay, this is the copy of the string, which means it's not equal. This is a new string, completely new string. So if I give like this, it is the same string that you are seeing. Okay, but if I give like this, it is the copy of the string, which means we are just duplicating the string. That's it. Okay, so what if I didn't give the steps also? So for steps, it will take 1 as the default. Okay, but if I give -1, it will reverse the string. It will reverse the complete string. See, if I didn't give anything, it will take as 1. So if I give 1 here, it will work fine like this. So if I didn't give this, it will take it as 1 only, like this. Okay, but if I give -1, it will reverse the string, the entire string. So here you learn the program, how to reverse a string. So this is the program. Okay, yeah. There are some operators. Let's say we want to check whether there is a love in this string or not. Okay, for that we can use the in operator. Okay, let's say we have to love in name or not. So the word love is inside the name, right? So if I run this, it will provide true. Okay, but if I add some character like this, it will not work because there is no such character. Okay, if I give a single character, it will work because O is in this list. Okay, it provide true. So this is how we use in operator, and there is not in, which is the opposite of in operator. If I run this, it will provide false because O is in that name. Okay, so if I give Z, it will provide true because it is not in that name. Okay, this we can use for some conditions. Okay, so string has many methods. We can see that in next videos. We can capitalize all the strings. Let's say we are printing name dot upper like this. Okay, if I run this, you will see all the character have been capitalized like this, like turned into uppercase. So like this, there are so many methods inside the string. Okay, we will see that in next video. So that's it for the today's video. Thank you.